1:35 a.m. at night. I'm about to have me a feast because here on this page we have rule number 3, and that is to never go to bed hungry. What the hell is the point of being in shape if you don't make it look gangster? I see too many people with these weird micro optimizations that I'm not saying may not be helpful for you, but if I have to be a bit of a square to be in shape, that ain't worth it to me. I don't only want steroid allegations as a natural. I don't only want to not spend my entire life thinking about fitness, but I also want it to be ridiculously fun. Like grilling up lamb chops. I wish I had a real grill. I don't have one. It is what it is. But hitting up lamb chops on the stove very late at night is exactly why I want to be in this level of shape. I can do shit like this. Why else are we doing this? To me, that just doesn't sound fun. Like, that's the whole point of being in phenomenal shape. Being in phenomenal shape gives you special privileges. I'm not saying that like, oh, you're in shape, bro. Not everyone respects you. It's not what I mean. But you know this. When you see someone that's in phenomenal shape, and you can see it like it's a special type of shape, of course you're gonna get special treatment. Of course you're gonna get a little bit more respect just off the rip. And it's because you don't have to say anything. You can't achieve having a certain body, physicality, vitality, energy, charisma, love, soul. You can't have all of these things as an average person. You have to be above average at least. And then you can become exceptional. That's the beauty of being in shape. It's an amplifier. Now, if I were gigantic and I were cooking up lamb chops at night, it wouldn't be nearly as cool. That's what I mean by amplifier. It works the same way with the way you're able to carry yourself, the way you're able to articulate yourself, the way you're able to deliver certain messages. It's an amplifier. And I'm only making this video, and to be honest with you, I don't really wear a shirt very often at night just because I'm about to go to sleep. Literally, I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna pass out. But in my head, I said, you wanna know something? I don't like making videos like this, like, hey, my shirt's off, bro. Look, I'm looking jacked. Are you jacked? Probably not, because you don't want it bad enough. That's the point. Clearly, I'm not crazy disciplined if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm smashing lamb chops. Now, the way I set up my days allows me to be able to do things like this. But you gotta make the process sick. You gotta make it cool, man. Like, to know that I get to grill up these lammies right now and smash them afterwards, dude, of course I'm gonna maintain this level of shape. And it's because I'm not thinking, oh, dude, I have to do X amount of sets and X amount of reps. And if I don't do X, Y, and Z, like, point is don't be a dim light. When you're training, give everything you got. Nothing else matters. When you're eating, eat. Eat, enjoy, eat good food, eat nourishing food, eat whole foods, but enjoy it, man. You know, it's like when you see people and they're like bad food around, look, all right, I'm just gonna have a half a cookie. And they go back to that half a cookie 8 times. They didn't even enjoy themselves and get the fix they were looking for. And they ended up shooting themselves in the foot in every way possible. Going life in a dim mode has just never served me right. So for me, it's just like when I decide to do something, I'm gonna do it. You see that sizzle? Looking absolutely phenomenal. My point in saying this is getting into shape is incredibly cool, man. Straight up, I'm not telling you like, it's not like, oh, when I get to the end goal and you're like, oh my gosh. You just realize, man, you realize just doing the right things and it doesn't require your entire life. Working out 45 minutes to an hour a day, just by simply allocating your energy to the right exercises, doing them correctly. It works the same way with business and money. It works the same way with relationships. People think it requires all this abundance of energy. And yes, life requires a shit ton of energy. But when you're doing things in a completely on mode, not one that's dim, but you're like, I'm gonna rock and roll. I'm going to rock and roll. You can get so much done in such a little period of time. It's just a lot of times people flounder around, and when they go from task to task, they go spend 30 minutes on their phone. The reason I'm able to call that out is because I used to do that. I used to go through life extremely dim. And to me, that's just not fun. I don't want to go through life dim. I want to go through life present. Everything that I do, I just want to be enthralled with. When I'm eating, I'm eating. When I'm training, I'm training. When I'm working, I'm working. When I'm having fun, I want to have a blast. And when I'm relaxing, I don't even want to feel a pulse. When you go through life like this, you don't realize it, but you're extending time. And when you extend time, you get to enjoy yourself a nice lammy. Fat kid at heart. I went for it though. To wrap up this video, I'm just here to tell you, make sure your process is giving you something. Make it fun. Make it something. I don't look forward to lifting. I don't look forward to working. But make sure it's giving you something. If you're gonna do it, do it. Because you know that the sacrifice that you make when it yields certain results, it's worth it every single time. That's why when people start working out, they stick with it. And it's because the results they get is leading them into something. It doesn't even have to be a physical change. It could be a mental one, how you feel about yourself after. That's the point. That's leading with your heart, letting it all out on the line. That's wearing your heart on your sleeve. Don't neglect yourself of that by going through these micro optimizations, desperately feature chasing everything. Because I promise you, when you break certain mental barriers in your mind, the side effect happens to be the body you want, the life you want to live, the money you're looking for, all of it. And by the time you arrive at those things, it's not that you don't care about them. You're so appreciative for them because you know you bled for it. But it's the way you sharpen. It's who you become. It's everything, man. It's the coolest thing ever. And I think a lot of people really mistake the boat on this. They try to get super like, oh, I gotta be this way and I gotta. Don't put on a facade. Just be you. Be you. And by being you, that doesn't mean I feel lazy, so I'm gonna be lazy. No, that ain't you. That's how you feel, but that ain't you. Apply your own standard to your life, and I promise you everything will come downhill. Anyways, I appreciate watching this video. I hope this was well worth your time. I know it was a little bit of a weird one today. You know, it wasn't one. It was honestly one of my, I was like, screw it. I'm going to put up a camera and eat some lammies. So I'm going to eat these lammies on my own, though, because I don't think you guys deserve that. But anyways, I love you guys. Per usual, anything you guys want specifically, let me know what you think about this video. I know it was a little bit different. Something that I at least wanted to kind of talk about as I felt in the moment, you know, because in my head I'm like, you want to know something? They're not going to believe I eat lamb chops at 2 o'clock in the morning. And just proof, 1:44 now. But anyways, I love you guys very much. From Uncle Rami to the Natural Crusaders, Crusadia coming to you soon. There will be a way for you to live a life that you actually want to live. There will be a way for you to find your personal system and not have to do it alone anymore. Nothing sucks more than feeling like I got to do this all alone because nobody gets me. Nobody gets the type of life I want to live, right? I feel like an outsider always, and that's why I'm naturally an introvert, or I don't like spending time with too many people for too long periods of time, and it's because you're trying to be everything that you're not, versus just doubling down on what you are and being proud of it. Anyways, I love you guys. Uncle Rami out. Peace.